السلام عليكم، أنا إيزابيل بلهول، مدير مهرجان ديران الإمارات ومؤسسة الإمارات للآداب. I, all my adult life, have been able to combine passion and work. So my passion is for literature, for reading, and it's one thing that I feel we need to gift everyone, particularly children. They need to have the joy that I have in reading. So all of the positions that I've been honoured to accept and take on have at their core reading, literature, language. And if we think about language, if we think about books and writers, words, they're all intertwined. There's a symbiotic relationship between them, and you can't be a writer if you're not a reader. So lucky that I have the opportunities I've had to combine work and passion, and I am very grateful to those organisations that have recognised that and put me on their board. So it was a journey. I had a lot of connections internationally with publishers, with writers, and I was thinking, how can we really bring this to life here? And the sort of the star quality, it's the authors. So that was what was behind it. Bring the authors here and ignite that flame that everyone then picks up a book, wants to get a signature, goes home and remembers the voice of the writer. That's what happens. Once you've seen that writer, when you're reading, you hear her or his voice in the background. From the very beginning at the Emirates Airline Festival of Literature, we have always had education days program. And if you could see the joy that it gives teachers, that it gives children, that it gives us at the Emirates Literature Foundation, to see children suddenly awakened to the dream and to the imagination that books can inspire. So that's a really important part for me. If you can capture a child when they're little and you can pass on that gift of reading for pleasure, they will be readers for life and they will pass it on to their children. Back in 1968, I arrived in Dubai in December, and the first thing I noticed was sand under my feet. It was a surreal experience. I'd never been to the Arab world before. It was a starry night. There were not the lights in the sky and the buildings that we know today, and it smelled different. It smelled exotic. Because I'm such a reader, like Alice in Arabia, that I'd gone down that rabbit hole and ended up in this magical place called Dubai. The next morning, I was staying in my future brother-in-law's with their family in Farij Al Marra, and I drew the curtains in the guest room and I looked out and I could see it wasn't very far from the sea. I could see the sea in the background. It was just stunning. I loved the food, Emirati food, and I learned to cook lots and lots of dishes, and I made them my own. So I brought my heritage and my, cooking tastes and added different twists to Emirati food that then, have become part of our family tradition. What were the challenges? Dubai is very different today to what it was then, but what remains constant is the people. The people were welcoming and open to make me at home, even though I was from a different culture in a different part of the world. Probably the biggest challenge when I first arrived was language, learning Arabic. Quickly, I managed to be able to converse in Arabic. I'm not saying it was correct, I'm not saying that I got it right or I get it right today, but communication between human beings is so important, and so I needed Arabic language. So that was probably the most challenging thing, was the lack of bookshops. There was a library in Al Ras, but it wasn't somewhere that I thought I could visit. I have been so honoured and fortunate to receive several awards whilst I've been here for my contribution to literature, to reading, to education. And I cannot single out one above the other because they're all special and they're all unique. And I just feel so proud and honoured to have received official recognition for whatever I have done to try and make our world a better place. What is there left for me to try and change or make better in Dubai and in society here? I want to see all the children having a bedtime story with their parents every single day. That's what I want to achieve, because that's what I had. That's the gift that my parents gave me. So I am on a mission to make our society one that reads for pleasure, understands its importance, and also is giving up 10 minutes every day to read to their children.